My dear students, welcome to Board of Intermediate Education, Andhra Pradesh. This is S. Sesh Kumari, Junior Lecturer in Zoology, currently working at Government Junior College, Siripuram, Guntur District. This is the video of the chapter Breathing and Exchange of Gases, which is included in the first unit of Zoology second year intermediate syllabus. Glad to see you back for the 7th session of the chapter Breathing and Exchange of Gases. In our earlier session, we have started the transport of gases, which is the third process in the physiology of respiration. We have already talked of transport of oxygen. Oxygen is transported from the lungs to different tissues of the body by plasma and RBC of blood. 3% of oxygen is transported by plasma in the dissolved form, and remaining 97% of oxygen is transported by hemoglobin of RBC in the form of oxyhemoglobin. Oxygen combines with hemoglobin to form oxyhemoglobin, and this is a reversible reaction, and this reaction is known as oxygenation. At the lungs region where oxygen partial pressure is high, this hemoglobin combines with oxygen to form oxyhemoglobin. So forward reaction occurs at lungs region. At the tissues where oxygen partial pressure is low, the dissociation of oxyhemoglobin takes place and oxygen is released to the tissues. That means here the backward reaction takes place. We have also discussed the effect of different factors on the oxygen transport and oxygen hemoglobin dissociation curves. Let's come into our today's topic, transport of carbon dioxide. Where and how is this carbon dioxide produced in our body? This carbon dioxide is produced in different cells of our body during catabolism, that is during the cellular respiration. Food materials are oxidized to release energy. Now the carbon dioxide is present in the tissues. Blood transports this carbon dioxide from tissues to the lungs for elimination. The carbon dioxide that has reached the lungs is breathed out along with the exhaled air. Plasma and RBC of blood, they carry this carbon dioxide from the tissues to lungs region, and the blood which is rich in carbon dioxide and which has low oxygen is said to be deoxygenated blood, and 100 ml of deoxygenated blood can carry 4 ml of carbon dioxide. Before going to the details of carbon dioxide transport, we'll recall the situations in both the regions of our body where gaseous exchange takes place. Inside the lungs, as we inhale fresh air, the partial pressure of oxygen is high and carbon dioxide partial pressure is less. As hydrogen ion concentration is less, the pH becomes high. But in case of the tissues, that oxygen is utilized for the oxidation of food materials, that is internal respiration. So the partial pressure of oxygen becomes less. Carbon dioxide released during internal respiration makes the PCO2 high, and the high hydrogen ion concentration makes the pH less. Carbon dioxide is transported in 3 ways. The first method is in dissolved state. Carbon dioxide is dissolved in the plasma and it is carried to lungs for elimination. You observe the picture here. This is a cell. Carbon dioxide is produced in the cell during cellular respiration. This is a blood capillary. Blood is flowing inside the blood capillary. The carbon dioxide produced in the cell, it diffuses into the blood flowing in the blood capillary. And this carbon dioxide is carried in 3 ways. The first one is carbon dioxide is dissolved in the plasma and it is carried to lungs. And second method is mainly the hemoglobin of RBC. It carries the carbon dioxide in the form of carbamino compounds. So carbon dioxide is carried as carbamino compounds. And the third method is the RBC of blood. They carry this carbon dioxide in the form of bicarbonates. So these are the 3 ways for the transport of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is transported in dissolved form, as carbamino compounds and as bicarbonates. 7% of carbon dioxide is dissolved in plasma and it is transported in the form of physical solution. Carbon dioxide is produced in the tissues. When carbon dioxide partial pressure is high, that carbon dioxide diffuses into the blood and it gets dissolved in the plasma to form carbonic acid. So carbon dioxide reacts with water to form carbonic acid. 7% of carbon dioxide is transported in the form of carbonic acid. Due to the presence of carbonic acid, the pH of deoxygenated blood is slightly less than that of the oxygenated blood. That's why the venous blood is slightly acidic when compared to the arterial blood. And second method of transport of carbon dioxide is as carbamino compounds. Hemoglobin transports carbon dioxide in the form of carbamino compounds. 20 to 25% of carbon dioxide reacts directly with the amino group of hemoglobin to form carbamino hemoglobin. So, carbon dioxide is transported in the form of carbamino hemoglobin. This is also a reversible reaction. Formation and dissociation of carbamino hemoglobin depends on the partial pressure of carbon dioxide. Partial pressure of oxygen also affects this reaction. When PCO2 is high and PO2 is low, as in the tissues, binding of carbon dioxide with hemoglobin takes place. Here, carbon dioxide binds with hemoglobin to form carbamino hemoglobin when the PCO2 is high and partial pressure of oxygen is low, and this formation of carbamino hemoglobin takes place in the tissues. This is the forward reaction taking place in the tissues. When the partial pressure of carbon dioxide is low and that of oxygen is high, as in the case of lungs, this carbamino hemoglobin dissociates and releases carbon dioxide into the alveoli of lungs. So the dissociation of carbamino hemoglobin takes place in the lungs. This is the reversible reaction taking place in the lungs. The carbon dioxide which is bound to the hemoglobin in the tissues is delivered at the alveoli of lungs. These carbamino compounds are mainly formed by hemoglobin, but carbon dioxide also forms carbamino compounds with some other plasma proteins. Hemoglobin is an amphoteric compound. What is the meaning of this amphoteric? Amphi means both. Here, hemoglobin it reacts chemically both an acid as well as a base. ఇది యాసిడ్ లాగా మరియు బేస్ లాగా కెమికల్ రియాక్షన్స్ చూపిస్తుంది కాబట్టి దీన్ని amphoteric compound అంటారు. Hemoglobin has a peculiar character. When this hemoglobin present in oxygen rich areas such as lungs, it takes more oxygen and releases more carbon dioxide. ఆక్సిజన్ ఎక్కువగా ఉన్నటువంటి ఏరియాస్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు హీమోగ్లోబిన్ ఆక్సిజన్తో కలుస్తుంది, కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ని వదిలేస్తుంది. When the same hemoglobin reaches the areas where carbon dioxide partial pressure is more, it takes more carbon dioxide and releases more oxygen. ఇక్కడ ఆక్సిజన్ రిచ్ ఏరియాస్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు ఆక్సిజన్ని ఎక్కువగా తీసుకున్న హీమోగ్లోబిన్ సేమ్ హీమోగ్లోబిన్ కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ ఎక్కువగా ఉన్న ఏరియాస్కి చేరగానే ఆ ఆక్సిజన్ని వదిలేసి కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ని తీసుకుంటుంది. సో మనుషులు ఎవరి దగ్గర ఉన్నప్పుడు వాళ్ళకి నచ్చినట్లుగా మాట్లాడడం లాగానే ఇక్కడ హీమోగ్లోబిన్ కూడా ఆక్సిజన్ ఎక్కువగా ఉన్న ప్లేసెస్లో ఆక్సిజన్ని తీసుకుంటుంది, కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ని వదిలేస్తుంది. కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ ఎక్కువగా ఉన్న ప్లేసెస్లో కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ని తీసుకొని ఆక్సిజన్ను వదిలేస్తుంది. How is this amphoteric nature possible for hemoglobin? We have basic idea of structure of hemoglobin molecule. Each hemoglobin molecule has two parts, globin the protein part and the non-protein part, 4 heme groups. In oxygen-rich areas, these heme groups, they combine with oxygen to form oxyhemoglobin. When this hemoglobin reaches the carbon dioxide-rich areas, the polypeptide chains of hemoglobin, they combine with carbon dioxide. There the heme groups, they release the oxygen into the tissues. This is the reason for the amphoteric nature of hemoglobin. The third method of transport of carbon dioxide is in the form of bicarbonates. About 70% of carbon dioxide, that means most of the carbon dioxide formed in the tissues, is transported as bicarbonates. RBCs play an important role in the transportation of carbon dioxide as bicarbonates. RBCs contain a very high concentration of the enzyme carbonic anhydrase. Minute quantity of this enzyme is also present in the plasma. What is the function of carbonic anhydrase enzyme? The carbon dioxide produced inside the cells first diffuses into the blood. When it reaches the RBC, inside the RBC, this carbon dioxide reacts with water in the presence of carbonic anhydrase enzyme to form carbonic acid. మనం ఇలాంటి రియాక్షన్ని ప్లాస్మాలో కూడా గమనించాం. ప్లాస్మాలో ఉన్నటువంటి వాటర్లో కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ డిజాల్వ్ అయ్యి కార్బోనిక్ యాసిడ్ ఏర్పడుతుంది. కానీ ఇక్కడ ఆర్బీసీ లోపల కార్బోనిక్ అన్హైడ్రేజ్ ఎంజైమ్ సమక్షంలో జరుగుతుంది కాబట్టి ఈ రియాక్షన్ వేగంగా జరుగుతుంది మరియు ఎక్కువ క్వాంటిటీస్లో కార్బోనిక్ యాసిడ్ ఫామ్ అవ్వడం జరుగుతుంది. కార్బోనిక్ యాసిడ్ ఈజ్ ఎ వీక్ యాసిడ్. Immediately it dissociates into bicarbonate ions, HCO3 minus ions and hydrogen ions, H plus ions. At the tissue level, the carbon dioxide partial pressure is high due to catabolism. This carbon dioxide from the tissues, it diffuses into the blood, into the plasma and also into the RBC. This carbon dioxide reacts with water to form carbonic acid. And this carbonic acid immediately dissociates to form bicarbonate ions and hydrogen ions. When this blood reaches the alveoli of lungs, at the lungs, the carbon dioxide partial pressure is low. So the reaction proceeds in the opposite direction. That means bicarbonate ions, they combine with hydrogen ions. And finally, carbon dioxide and water are formed. And carbon dioxide is eliminated out. So the carbon dioxide formed in the tissues is trapped as bicarbonates and transported by blood. When it reaches the alveoli, it is released out as carbon dioxide. So every 100 ml of deoxygenated blood delivers about 4 ml of carbon dioxide into the alveolar air. Ante సెల్స్లో జరిగే కెటబాలిజం వల్ల ఏర్పడినటువంటి కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ ఫస్ట్ బ్లడ్లోని ప్లాస్మా మరియు ఆర్బీసీలోకి డిఫ్యూజ్ అవుతుంది. వాటిలో ఉన్నటువంటి వాటర్తో రియాక్ట్ అయ్యి కార్బోనిక్ యాసిడ్ ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. కార్బోనిక్ యాసిడ్ వీక్ యాసిడ్ కాబట్టి అది వెంటనే బైకార్బోనేట్ అయాన్స్ మరియు హైడ్రోజన్ అయాన్స్గా విడిపోతుంది. ఈ బ్లడ్ లంగ్స్ రీజియన్కి చేరినప్పుడు లంగ్స్ వద్ద కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ పార్షియల్ ప్రెషర్ తక్కువ ఉంటుంది. సో తక్కువ కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ పార్షియల్ ప్రెషర్ ఉన్నప్పుడు బైకార్బోనేట్ అయాన్స్ హైడ్రోజన్ అయాన్స్ మధ్య రియాక్షన్ జరిగి కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ మరియు వాటర్ ఫామ్ అవడం జరుగుతుంది. కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ బయటకు పంపించబడుతుంది. అంటే టిష్యూస్ నుండి కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ బైకార్బోనేట్ అయాన్లుగా కలెక్ట్ చేయబడి ఆ బైకార్బోనేట్ అయాన్స్ లంగ్స్ వద్దకు చేరినప్పుడు మళ్ళీ బైకార్బోనేట్ అయాన్స్ నుండి కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ ఏర్పడి బయటకు పంపించబడుతుంది. ఇది కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్ జరిగే ముఖ్య విధానం. The important phenomenon found in the transport of carbon dioxide in the form of bicarbonates is chloride shift. You observe the picture first. This is the tissues region. Inside the cells, due to the catabolism of the food materials, carbon dioxide is produced. This carbon dioxide from the cells diffuses into the blood, into the plasma and then into the RBC also. Inside the RBC, this carbon dioxide combines with water in the form of carbonic anhydrase enzyme to form carbonic acid. This carbonic acid immediately dissociates into bicarbonate ions and hydrogen ions. Now, bicarbonate ions and hydrogen ions are there inside the RBC. The plasma membrane of RBC is permeable to anions. That means బైకార్బోనేట్ అయాన్స్ ఈ ప్లాస్మా మెంబ్రెయిన్ ద్వారా బయటకు రాగలుగుతాయి, దీనికి పర్మియబిలిటీ ఉంది కాబట్టి. సో ఎట్ ద టిష్యూస్ రీజియన్, these bicarbonate ions which are present inside the RBC, they diffuse into the plasma. Then what happens to these hydrogen ions? The hydrogen ions are buffered by the hemoglobin, and that hemoglobin combines with these hydrogen ions to form HHB, acid hemoglobin. సో ఈ హైడ్రోజన్ అయాన్స్ వల్ల ఎసిడిటీ పెరగకుండా ఉండడానికి ఈ హీమోగ్లోబిన్ బఫర్ లాగా పనిచేసి ఈ హైడ్రోజన్ అయాన్స్తో కలిసి యాసిడ్ హీమోగ్లోబిన్గా ఏర్పడుతుంది. వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ HbO2? దీని విషయం మనకి ఇంతకు ముందే తెలుసు. ఫ్రమ్ ద లంగ్స్ రీజియన్, ఆక్సిజన్ ఈస్ క్యారీడ్ బై హీమోగ్లోబిన్ ఇన్ ద ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ ఆక్సిహీమోగ్లోబిన్. When this oxyhemoglobin reaches the tissues where partial pressure of carbon dioxide is more, this hemoglobin loses its affinity towards the oxygen. That's why it releases the oxygen to the cells. చూడండి, ఆక్సిహీమోగ్లోబిన్ టిష్యూస్ని చేరాక టిష్యూస్లో కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్ పార్షియల్ ప్రెషర్ ఎక్కువగా ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి ఈ హీమోగ్లోబిన్ డిసోసియేట్ అయ్యి ఆక్సిజన్ని సెల్స్కి అందించడం జరుగుతుంది. అబ్జర్వ్ ద కంప్లీట్ ఈక్వేషన్ హియర్. ఆన్ వన్ సైడ్ ఆఫ్ ద ఈక్వేషన్ బైకార్బోనేట్ అయాన్స్, హైడ్రోజన్ అయాన్స్ అండ్ ఆక్సిహీమోగ్లోబిన్, అండ్ ఆన్ ద అదర్ సైడ్ acid hemoglobin formed as a result of reaction between H plus ions and hemoglobin, and bicarbonate ions, they reach the plasma of the blood from the RBC, and oxygen is released into the plasma first and then reaches the cells. Now the bicarbonate ions are present in the plasma. When this blood reaches the lungs, when these bicarbonate ions reach the lungs region, the reverse reactions take place. మరి లంగ్స్ దగ్గర పార్షియల్ ప్రెషర్ ఆఫ్ ఆక్సిజన్ ఎక్కువగా ఉంటుంది, అదే సెల్స్ రీజియన్లో కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్ పార్షియల్ ప్రెషర్ ఎక్కువగా ఉంది కాబట్టి కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్ వాటర్తో కంబైన్ అయ్యి కార్బోనిక్ యాసిడ్ ఏర్పడడం, దాని నుండి బైకార్బోనేట్ అయాన్స్, హైడ్రోజన్ అయాన్స్ ఏర్పడి ఈ ఏర్పడినటువంటి బైకార్బోనేట్ అయాన్స్ ఆర్బీసీ లోపల నుండి ప్లాస్మాలోకి రావడం జరిగింది. మరియు ఇక్కడ హెచ్హెచ్బి ఫార్మేషన్ జరిగింది, యాసిడ్ హీమోగ్లోబిన్ ఫార్మేషన్ అనేది జరిగింది. రివర్స్ రియాక్షన్ అక్కర్ ఇన్ ద ఆర్బీసీ ఎట్ ద పల్మనరీ క్యాపిలరీస్. పైన టిష్యూస్ వద్ద ఆర్బీసీలో జరిగిన రియాక్షన్స్కి ఆపోజిట్గా లంగ్స్ వద్ద ఆర్బీసీలో జరుగుతాయి. హియర్ the acid hemoglobin, it dissociates into hydrogen and hemoglobin. ఎందుకు డిసోసియేషన్ జరిగింది అంటే, as the partial pressure of oxygen is high at the lungs region, the affinity of hemoglobin towards oxygen increases. So this hemoglobin combines with oxygen to form oxyhemoglobin. Then these hydrogen ions are released out. The bicarbonate ions, they combine with the hydrogen ions to form carbonic acid. This carbonic acid dissociates in the presence of carbonic anhydrase enzyme into water and carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide is released out first into the plasma and then into the cavity of the alveoli, and it is sent out. So the reverse reactions, they occur in pulmonary capillaries. Up to now, we have discussed that bicarbonate ions from the RBC reach the plasma. These are the cells in the tissues. Carbon dioxide is produced as a result of catabolism. Carbon dioxide diffused into the plasma and then to RBC. And from the carbon dioxide, carbonic acid is produced in the presence of carbonic anhydrase enzyme. And this carbonic acid dissociates to form bicarbonate ions and hydrogen ions. These bicarbonate ions, they diffuse from the RBC into the plasma. As more and more bicarbonate ions diffuse out of the RBC, the electrolyte balance will be disturbed. మరి ఇక్కడ బైకార్బోనేట్ అయాన్స్ యానయాన్స్ ఎక్కువ నెంబర్లో బయటకు వచ్చేస్తూ ఉంటే ఇక్కడ ఎలక్ట్రోలైట్ బ్యాలెన్స్ డిస్టర్బ్ అవుతుంది. బయట యానయాన్స్ క్వాంటిటీ పెరుగుతుంది, లోపల తగ్గుతుంది. సో టు మెయింటైన్ ద ఎలక్ట్రోలైట్ బ్యాలెన్స్, chloride ions diffuse from plasma into RBC. When the bicarbonate ions pass out of the RBC, these chloride ions they move into the RBC. This exchange of chloride and bicarbonate ions between the RBC and plasma at the tissues is known as chloride shift, and it is also known as Hamburger shift or Hamburger's phenomenon. టిష్యూస్ వద్ద ఈ ఆర్బీసీ మరియు ప్లాస్మా మధ్య ఈ రెండు అయాన్స్ ఎక్స్చేంజ్ జరిగింది. బైకార్బోనేట్ అయాన్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ద ఆర్బీసీ ఎంటర్ ద ప్లాస్మా and chloride ions from the plasma reach the RBC. So the exchange of these two ions between the RBC and plasma at the tissues region is known as chloride shift. Next to chloride shift, what happens? When this blood reaches the alveolar region, the reverse chloride shift occurs. చూడండి, ఇక్కడ టిష్యూస్ వద్ద బైకార్బోనేట్ అయాన్స్ ప్లాస్మాలో ఉన్నాయి. When this blood reaches the alveoli, these bicarbonate ions they enter into the RBC, and chloride ions they move out of the RBC. When the partial pressure of oxygen becomes high, this movement takes place. These bicarbonate ions, they receive the hydrogen ions from acid hemoglobin and convert into carbonic acid. And this carbonic acid cleaves into carbon dioxide and water in the presence of carbonic anhydrase enzyme, and the carbon dioxide is eliminated out. Now we'll recollect the important points of carbon dioxide transport. Carbon dioxide is transported in three ways. 5% of carbon dioxide is dissolved in the plasma and it is transported in the form of carbonic acid. And 20 to 25% of carbon dioxide reacts with hemoglobin of RBC and it is transported in the form of carbamino compounds. Most of the carbon dioxide, that is 70% of carbon dioxide, is transported in the form of bicarbonates. So carbon dioxide is transported from the tissues to the lungs mainly in three forms: in the form of carbonic acid, in the form of carbaminohemoglobin, and also in the form of bicarbonates. When these complexes they reach the alveoli of lungs, reverse reactions take place. Carbonic acid cleaves into carbon dioxide and water, and carbon dioxide eliminated. Carbaminohemoglobin divides into carbon dioxide and hemoglobin, releasing the carbon dioxide into the alveolar air, and bicarbonate ions they combine with hydrogen ions and finally forming the water and carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is breathed out. Now we have got a clear picture of transport of respiratory gases. Let's compare the composition of inhaled air with the exhaled air. There is no change in the percentage of nitrogen as our body never uses the nitrogen. And the percentage of oxygen in inhaled air is approximately 21%. In exhaled air is 16%. చూడండి, మనం తీసుకున్నటువంటి ఆక్సిజన్ని మొత్తం మనం ఉపయోగించుకోవట్లేదు. వీఆర్ యూటిలైజింగ్ ఓన్లీ 5% ఆఫ్ ద ఇన్హేల్డ్ ఆక్సిజన్. 21 minus 16%, that is only 5% of oxygen is utilized by the cells of our body. Coming to the carbon dioxide, it is 0.03% in inhaled air and its percentage has increased to 4.4% in exhaled air. That means that 4.37% of carbon dioxide is released from the cells during exhalation. This is about transport of gases. In our next session, we'll go through the regulation of respiratory movements.